Hello friends, I'm here today to share with you the this or that tag that's going around. It was created by Caitlin. I'll leave her link down below. I've actually done something kind of similar to this. I think it was in 2020. So I'll leave that link down below. I went back and forth on whether or not to do this version, but there are some differences. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Question number 1 is cliffhanger or HEA, and I am all about the HEA. I do not want a cliffhanger. I do not want multiple books about one couple. Just write it all in one. Give it to me. I'm good. Question number 2, hardcover or paperback. I prefer paperback. It's what most romances come in anyway. And yeah, I just prefer paperback. Question 3, angsty or cutesy. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in, but I feel like more often I prefer kind of a cutesy romance. Question number 4, emotional or rom-com. Again, I feel like I lean more towards rom-coms, but the ones that are more emotional tend to be my favorites. So I'm gonna go with emotional. I feel like the emotional ones are the ones that I consider favorites more often. Question number 5, standalones or series. I prefer standalones within series. Like, if you're giving me a friend group, I want everybody in the friend group to have a book. If you're giving me a family, I want everybody in the family to have a book. But I don't want, back again, I don't want more than one book on a couple. I just don't. Question 6, BookTok or Bookstagram. I am not on TikTok at all. I felt like it was going to be like this whole rabbit hole I would fall down, so I never downloaded it, and I'm very rarely active on Bookstagram. I try to be, and then I just don't ever like post anything, but I do enjoy scrolling Bookstagram. I was going to say more, but like I don't scroll TikTok, so. Question number 7, people or objects on covers. So, I have a little bit of a soapbox. I'm glad that when Caitlin made this tag, she didn't call it a discreet cover, because I feel like that gets people like so caught up on the word discreet, when really it's just an alternate cover. If I feel like a lot of times when authors have books that they've released before and they release a cover without a person on it, I can't even talk now. I feel like some people get so caught up that it's trying not to read romance in public and all this other stuff that always happens. I feel like we have this conversation every time, but like it doesn't, I don't know, like I don't feel like it makes a difference to me. Like, I will read a book if it has a person on the cover, and I will read a book if it doesn't have a person on the cover, and I will read a book if it's illustrated. I don't really feel like I have a preference. I take what the authors give me. Now sometimes if they put out 2 covers, I will choose which one I think is prettier. Like the Twisted series from Anna Huang, I picked those covers because I liked them better. So, like, it's not really, I don't know. I feel like the whole cover thing gets, like, it gets brought up so much because of the word discreet, and it's just so stupid. If an author releases books, it's more than one cover, and you want to pick, if you want the book, buy the cover you like better. Doesn't matter. You don't have to, like, bring it all up every time, like I feel some people do. Question number 8, new release or backlist. I would like to say backlist, but I do keep track of my new releases, so I feel like more often though my TBR is backlist. Question number 9, TBR or free for all. I am more of a mood reader, but I do kind of like to have a TBR, to kind of like, if I don't know what to read, I'll go to those books and see if something calls to me before I'll go to like my whole TBR shelf. Question 10, Open Door or Fade to Black. Again, I think this is one where people just get kind of stuck on it. I don't care. I feel like most often the books I pick up are Open Door, but like if an author that I read put out a Fade to Black, I don't think I would be like upset about it. So, I don't know. I feel like mostly what I read is Open Door, but it doesn't matter. Question 11, audiobook or ebook paperback. So I like to collect the paperbacks of what I've read, but I found it really easy lately to listen to audiobooks when I'm at work, and when I'm driving to and from work. So right now I would say audiobooks. Question 12, Kindle or not. I do have my Kindle. I do use my Kindle. Question 13, matte or glossy covers. I feel like I like the matte ones better. I don't know. I feel like because the matte kind of will have that like buttery feeling. You know what I'm talking about? And so I feel like I like that better. Question number 14, buddy read or fly solo. I mostly fly solo. I try to do some of the book clubs and stuff, but I feel like sometimes they pick books that I'm just not interested in. So I had an idea about a book club that doesn't really involve reading like a set book. It's more of reading like a trope every month. But I don't know, like I can't work out the logistics of that. So I don't know. If anybody's watching this and has any ideas of how that would work, let me know. But I'm mostly a fly solo. Question 15, small town or dark romance. I lean more towards the small town. Sometimes I'll get in a dark romance mood, but I feel like nearly always I will read a small town romance. So, question 16, new adult or adult. I do mostly lean towards adult books now. Every now and then, again, I'll get in a new adult mood, but it's very rare lately. I think one of the few new adult books that I've liked this year was Tutoring the Player, and there was also that new-ish Elle Kennedy book. I hated that one though. I DNF'd it, so I lean more towards adult. Question 17, sprint read or marathon a series? Is it just me, or are these things the same? Like, I consider a sprint to read it as fast as you can, and I consider a marathon to read it all back to back. So those two things seem like the same to me. And I do my series reading vlogs, so I do like to read them all back to back. So those still seem the same. Question 18, alpha or sweetheart hero. This one's going to depend on what I'm reading. Because if I'm reading a small town romance, I'd rather it be a sweetheart hero. But if I'm reading something that's like mafia, he better be alpha. He better be alpha enough to like handle the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I have to go with sweetheart hero though, because like it would be interesting to see a sweetheart hero in a mafia situation, but I don't want to see an alpha in a small town setting. So I'm gonna go with sweetheart hero. Question 19, read multiple books at once or one at a time. I used to read I used to have like 3 or 4 books going at one time, but I would say within the past like couple of years, I've gotten to where I really want to like focus on one book at a time. But then like if I go to work and I'm listening to an audiobook, I can usually finish an audiobook in a day. So I have that, but I'm really only like physically reading one book at a time. Question number 20, baddie or damsel in distress heroine? Give me a baddie, because I don't want to read about a woman who, like, can't take care of herself. You know? Like, that just seems really annoying. Question 21, slow burn or insta love? And really, I would choose, like, somewhere in the middle. But if I had to choose from between those two, I would pick a slow burn, because I don't enjoy insta love. So that is my this or that tag. Like I said, I will have Caitlin's original video linked down below, and my other this or that tag from a couple of years ago linked below if you want to check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.